and it shows a picture of Jack Ma. Now, for any of you that actually know anything about Jack Ma, he's the guy that made AliExpress, which is basically Amazon of China. And essentially, he was a billionaire. And this is what the retweet said. He was abducted by the Chinese Communist Party, sent to a re-education camp. That is an actual concentration camp. For 5 years, he was stripped of his wealth, forced to cede most of his assets to the state for criticizing government regulation. He was literally kidnapped, jailed, and beaten for 5 years, and they took all of his money. All right? That's China. So, wow. So safe that billionaire Jack Ma could ride his bike in public. And of course, Evan Loves Wharf, he keeps calling Trump a fascist. In fact, if you even look at his Twitter bio, he is a prison abolitionist. He is all for abolishing all prisons, right? So he's very unhappy right now that Trump is trying to federalize Washington. So China is so cool. Yeah, isn't that based? Isn't that based? Taking rich people that work for their money to throw them into concentration camps to force them to lose their money? Fuck yeah, baby. That is absolutely what we should be doing in America. But also, Trump is a fascist, unlike China, which is cool and based because they're commies. All right, but Trump is a fascist, and getting the police to arrest murderers is a bad thing. All right, we should abolish the prisons, but also we should open concentration camps. But only concentration camps for rich people that didn't break any laws, as opposed to, you know, camps for deportations for criminals who broke into the country illegally. You will never make it make sense. These people are actually severely retarded. It's not easy. Now, of course, this is an Asmongold clip where he was talking about this lady that was going absolutely viral, blaming everything on white people.
Like, these people right here, women like her, are a bigger threat to America than Hamas is. Get ready.
Uh-oh. I didn't see the clip yet. That's a crazy start. Okay.
I've had it with white people that triple trumped, that have the nerve and the audacity to walk into a Mexican restaurant, a Chinese restaurant, an Indian restaurant, go to perhaps their gay hairdresser. I don't think you should be able
I don't have a gay hairdresser.
What about the Mexicans and the Chinese that voted for Trump? Should they...
You mean like over 50% of the Asians that were on the right? Or 50% of the Hispanic, Latino people that were on the right? What those motherfuckers? Should they never return ever to their own hairdressers? Like, what does that even mean? They should never go back to their own hairdressers. They should never go back to their own restaurants. Literally, they should just kill themselves, is what she's saying. Yep, dehumanize them.
They be ashamed to go? Should they also be ashamed?
And if you want to triple Trump and you want to browbeat DEI, and you want to browbeat gay people, and you want to browbeat black people as you've been doing for 400 years, and you
400 years? Why are we doing this?
want to browbeat this generation of immigrants, you want to demonize them and
you are demonizing them. I have never demonized an immigrant in my life. I love immigrants. Immigrants are amazing. They are contributing to the country, hopefully, and doing amazing things. If you're a legal immigrant, though, I literally don't care if you're an alligator Alcatraz on your way to fucking Seacot in El Salvador. To be honest, because you could have self-deported, you didn't self-deport, you broke into the country illegally, get the fuck out. It's literally that simple.
Wow, that woman is unfortunate looking.
Rapists, all this shit.
If they're rapists, they're rapists.
This is a big issue that I think a lot of these liberal people run into, and this is what these Karens do. The muddying of the waters between immigrants and illegal aliens in the country.
Completely
I think
true.
they're doing so much damage to legal immigrants.
True.
Races of people are not a collective identity group. They're not monoliths. It's actually the most patronizing form of racism that you can have.
True. Far left is racist, the far right also racist. I mean, that's what it's all about, ladies.
Because you're this skin color or because you have this ethnicity or sexuality, then you have to also have all these other viewpoints as well.
I have fucking had it from top to bottom. White people that triple Trump should be banned, boycotted from enjoying the best thing that America has to offer. Get your fat ass.
What is the best thing that America has to offer? What is the best thing America has to offer?
This is out of the Mexican restaurant.
Mexican restaurants are the best thing that America has to offer?
Get your fat asses over to Cracker Barrel because nobody wants to see your fucking smug ass.
I mean, 50% of the people that voted for, 50% of the Latinos that voted for Trump, or, you know, over 50% of the Asians that voted for Trump, I'm pretty sure they were cool with it.
Weenie, pink arm, big gut.
Are you really making fun of the way that people look? I bet she probably...
Nobody wants to see that shit. No one.
Nah, this is just another episode of Hose Mad. Women like...
True. I really think the Karenocracy is, it's a cult. It's bad. We gotta, I'm just saying, man, we gotta do something about voting immediately. All right, I don't know, man. There's something wrong with like the whole voting system because she could vote. So obviously something is wrong. All right, now I don't know which direction to go, but I could think of a few interesting ones. I'm just saying.
Are a bigger threat to America than Hamas is, because these people will import.
He's right. He's literally right.
Millions of people that are murderers and rapists because they think that they're doing a good thing and that they're a good person. Yeah,
because these people are they're so scared of reality that they invent their own worldview. That well, actually, all people are exactly equal, no matter what race they are, no matter what culture they came from, no matter what their background is like, no matter what their household is at home. Whether they're raised by a loving couple of a man and a woman, or if they're raised by a single mom. It doesn't matter. All people are the same with equal values and equal morals, and all of society is a melting pot and nothing matters. That's what these people push, and it's so far from the truth, it's insane. It is absolutely insane. And the example and analogy that I always use for this is, would you, if you bring in 100 people from a culture that thinks rape is a good thing, if you brought those people, 100 of them, into your community, do you think your community would be safer or less safe? And the obvious answer is less safe, because you have to be retarded. You bring in 100 rapists into your community, obviously the community is going to get less safe. No fucking shit. So the reality is, yeah, it turns out, yes. Obviously there are differences in different cultures and upbringings. No fucking shit. So this lady is so far from reality because she needs to be woke and progressive and virtue signaling because she was emotionally blackmailed into the point that she will never say anything pro-white. She will always be pro the minority every time, looking through the world through retard glasses, and people are sick of it. People are waking up and people are fucking sick of it.
It's always interesting watching white women talking about who should and shouldn't go to places that belong to other racial groups without asking people of those racial groups.
Yeah, I'm sure that those racial groups will be really happy to lose half of their customers.
Sorry, Mexicans. Sorry, Chinese.
Yeah, right.
Karen decided that white people can't go to your store anymore. Jesus Christ, what an obnoxious fucking bitch.
Guys, this might come as a shock, but this woman is actually an avid watcher of the second biggest political field.
These fellows engage in major indoctrination of young minds. And
you've got to be fucking kidding me. The terrorist apple does not fall far from the terrorist tree.
I appreciate it so much.
We think the Houthis, Ansarallah, is doing what Luffy would do. I believe what the Houthis are doing is a good thing.
Houthis are actually rapist, terrorist, pedophiles, in case you were curious. They have 8-year-old sex slaves. All right, that's the Houthis. All right, so he supports them. Just be clear.
10 toes fucking down.
And I think it's incredibly helpful what you all do.
Yeah, it is incredibly helpful because they're also pushing the retard agenda. Except the difference is I think Karen is emotionally blackmailed than a retard, and Hassan Piker actually fucking wants an invasion and to destroy America. I don't think she wants to destroy America. I just think she's retarded. I think Hassan actually wants to destroy America. Yeah, I agree with him. Yeah, these people are definitely more dangerous than Hamas. Now, anyway, speaking of how people have been basically let out of jail constantly, this is the Baltimore judge, Yvette Bryant. She just let a man off with 0 jail time, even though he's literally on camera beating the shit out of 2 old people.
The suspect tackles one of the victims into the ground. Another victim, who came to help, is then assaulted by the suspect. Anyone with information about
is that not fucking disgusting?
Suspect is
right. So apparently the reason why he beat them up is because, get this, they are pro-life. They are against murdering babies. So being that they are against murdering babies, this random motherfucker decided to show up and beat the hell out of them in public. In my opinion, absolutely he should be thrown away forever. But Baltimore judge Yvette Bryant decides 0 jail time. Another woke judge has hit the fucking tower, Mr. President. Mr. President, another woke judge has hit the tower. But this is not the end of the Baltimore downward spiral, because they were doing a deep dive on how cities are being fucking taken over by crime and bullshit, how retarded judges are basically just letting them out again and again and again, and abso-fucking-lutely Trump should federalize that shit and end this. If someone commits a crime, they should go away forever. A crime like this, abso-fucking-lutely. Assault, jail. Murder, jail. Theft, slavery. Okay, all right, maybe that was extreme. Anyway.
How's it going? Think she's alive?
Within like a 10-day period, had like 8 or 9 overdoses.
They got Narcan in the trees. That's crazy.
You ever just had that feeling that's just so strong?
Bro!
You can't fight it.
This is almost like a third world country.
What am I looking at? This is hell! This is hell! dude.
Cure them, dip them in acid. That's untrue.
What?
This is Baltimore, Maryland.
Oh my God! No wonder. When you have a judge like this that'll just let you off the hook no matter what the fucking shit you do. Obviously the place is gonna be a shithole. Welcome to communist paradise, where everything is legal and everything goes so well. The number one cause of death is a mix between homicides and overdoses.
Drug overdose capital of America. But
Oh
how
my
did
God.
Baltimore end up looking like Chernobyl?
Raise your hand if you didn't grow up with a dad out here.
Hey, bro.
It's probably a coincidence, guys. It's probably a coincidence. Now, I am not saying that it's a racist element. I am saying that it's a family element. If you grew up in a single-parent household, the chances are bigger you're going to be a piece of shit. That's life. That's unfortunately a statistical fact. Don't want to be rude here, but that's life.
Father, yo.
Okay.
Why don't Americans care that cities like these are literally
I care. I fucking care. I think Trump stopping shit like this is literally a million times more important than the Epstein files. If he could somehow turn these let's call them blue cities, all right? If he could turn these blue cities into safe places where there isn't just endless violence and drugs and crazy shit like this, where people actually go to crime, go to jail if they commit crime like this, I think that that's literally the biggest fucking thing you could do. It is. This shit is completely unacceptable. Absolutely. And also, bringing back basic positive values. Basic positive values. Like, dude, you have to realize, all the communists in the country, they want every city to look like this. They think fascism is arresting people like this.
Rotting to death. I pulled up to a part of town full of abandoned, overgrown buildings used as drug dens by the addicts, collapsing and ripping.
See, in my opinion, there should be no drug dens, ever, bro. If fucking Tyler Oliveira on YouTube can find the drug den, then there's no reason why the police can't. There shouldn't be any of them. And every single person involved should go to jail. Drug dealing is murder with extra steps. It really is. You know how many people die because of the drug dealers? Literally, fuck these people. Absolutely, jail. They should be considered murderers.
Real time and filled with needles from constant drug use. This place was hell.
I didn't expect this house here that a couple people died in recently.
There was a higher density of needles on the ground here than anything I've ever seen anywhere else in America.
Needles everywhere out here. We think that's strength or what? We got needles literally everywhere. Right over here, someone passed out. Imagine you live right here, right across the street.
Who's the dude lying there, man?
How's it going? Think she's alive? You sure? How can you tell? Is she or he's passed out completely right now? You good? Are you sure you're not dead? That was a great question.
Oh, God.
You okay? Okay. Are you high?
Right.
Friend, man, 2 weeks ago, he got shot in the back of his head with an AK. 4 times in his back and once in the back of his head. Nothing really psyched me out about that.
I imagine that's not an uncommon story out here, yeah? Lost one that was like...
So, again, as you know, I am Jewish, so all of my cousins and relatives are all doctors and lawyers, because that's the stereotype, obviously, so it must be true. I've had family that's worked in emergency rooms, like, on rotation, all right? And, you know, based on the depending on the emergency room you're in, you get different people. Like, for example, if you're in an emergency room in a Mexican neighborhood, you get Mexican patients. In a black neighborhood, you get black patients. In a white neighborhood, you get white patients. According to my cousin, the majority of the white patients that came in were klutzes that got into, like, car accidents or hurt themselves. The majority of people in black neighborhoods that came in were victims of gang fights and, like, were shot. This is according to my cousin, all right? You could say that the stats are racist, but I'm just telling you what I've heard. I have delivered the message. And it's fucking insane. This is wild.
A gang that big out here?
It's a lot of things.
Yeah. Territorial over blocks.
Yeah, they do that too.
I've never seen this. No, this is crazy. If no one's collecting the trash out here, it's impressive. Like, in a sick way, this is something I've never seen. Needle caps. People that come out here and hand out needles and foil, non-profits.
Yeah, they do that.
Okay, I absolutely need evidence for that before I believe that. Before I believe that, I need evidence. You're telling me that there are actual NGO non-profits that are like CIA ops pushing this shit on these people? Oh my God. I mean, because to be honest, you have to realize something very dark. All right, what I am about to tell you is incredibly dark, all right? So take with a grain of salt. The Democrats have everything to gain by the fact that these people are literally poisoning themselves. Because these people will all vote blue. Every single one of them. All of them. Because they want the Socialist Party. They want the Communists. They want to get free shit without working. These are the people that are not trying to even like try to live the American dream. These are people that literally want to mooch off rich people in society. Voting blue people have everything to gain by turning cities into this. As fucking sad as it is. And it's insane.
You're talking about selling. A lot of people selling. I don't understand why they do it though. It's more like,
well, I just gave you a theory.
Encouraging them to keep doing it.
Literally, countless
See, like, it's insane when people get like checks from the government. In my opinion, welfare type checks, like people that are like not doing well in society and that are poor and get government help. I think the government help should come as Section 8 food stamps, like directly. It shouldn't be a check. It should all be directly able to be used to convert it into a material gain. Like, giving money that people blow on drugs and cigarettes is insane. Absolutely insane.
Needles behind us. She had no clue where she was. I bet you can find a few more people as well. Got a pair of pants out here, creepy little teddy bear, and then just more needle caps all over the floor. Think anyone's in there? And we got some fresh needles right here. You see a lot of old ones, but I mean, fresh cap right there. Looks like. How many times have you died out here?
Hit on the pole about 3 times. Had a furnace blow up on me. Falling 45 feet, broke the whole left side. About 8. But he keeps sending me back. Devil don't want me because he thinks I'm a character.
Can you pretty much do whatever you want?
Dude, imagine living like this, dude.
As long as you have some tact about it. But a lot of people sometimes I just stuff there.
That's when I check. So the government is propping up cities like this, and it's my taxpayer dollars for their therapy. Like, and I feel so bad for these people because they came into this world with a bad deck of cards. All right, literally. Well, obviously, it's partially their fault. Everyone has free will. You can make a decision. You can pick yourself up from your bootstraps. But they keep rolling bad dice. Okay, like it's fucking crazy. Like, realize how wild it is. This is a person that probably did not grow up in a stable household. That all of his role models are probably criminals. And he ended up as a dude, just from fucking loitering to loitering. Like, it's like GG on birth. And the government fucked them. And absolutely, these cities should be cleaned up. Every criminal should go to jail. Every drug dealer should go to jail. It should not be like this clip that I just showed you. This just happened yesterday. The judge lets this guy out to just beat the shit out of 2 random people. Literally, why? It's only incentivizing more violence. Like, this is crime against humanity.
Attention, what got you in trouble the first time used to keep you out of trouble the next time.
But look at the contrast between those two. That house right there falling apart between that one right there. Fully lived in.
A lot of these houses were set afire purposely by the landlords, even though they don't reside in the city.
Insurance fraud or what? Yeah.
How are you going to have a fire?
I mean, because think about it. First of all, he might be right. He might be right. Because some of these people are not going to be paying rent. And evicting people in blue states is impossible. As you know, I am Jewish, so obviously all of my cousins are doctors, lawyers, and real estate owners. So evicting people in blue states is impossible. All right, it is. It absolutely is impossible. So if you end up with some druggie in your apartment, you have to fight them in court for 10, 20 years to get them out, and they're just not paying you. Yeah, maybe they'll light their own shit on fire. Oh my God.
This corner, sit in the blocks. You have a fire at the same time.
Sure.
Hey.
When it's not intentional, do you think it's drug use, falling asleep, passing out?
Drug use.
Yeah.
And whenever the cops pulled up here, the residents warn each other by saying,
"Oh, interesting. What's up?
That's the code.
How's it going? How are you, man? We heard about these mass overdoses. What's going on there?
I don't know. I just got back from military leave. I'm trying to find out.
Okay. Yeah. Is this your beat? Okay. What's going on?
Just hanging out, man.
Yeah, what happened?
Foot patrol, man.
I see. That makes sense. Do you know how often, like, the needles and stuff like that get cleaned up out here?
3-on-1 request. Have someone come out and
sure.
The property and stuff like that. I would say daily.
Daily?
Like whenever officers.
Daily? God! They clean up the needles daily? Oh my, they're literally swimming through needles. First of all, I call bullshit. Ain't no fucking way you clean that shit daily. All right, that's one. And two, that does not make your case sound better, brother.
Yeah, they normally call it in, and it's the one coming, cleaning up and stuff like that.
I mean, I guess there's a ton of needles over there.
Dude, we put in requests every day.
He says they have a dedicated app to call in messes that definitely doesn't work.
The fact that you even need an app to drop a there's a bunch of needles here.
The needle density out here, worse.
Dude, could you imagine? Imagine being just like an average guy in this city trying your best to make something. And then he walks around, oh hell yeah, a lump of needles. I'll just pull out my Pokemon Go app and drop that in there. Like, bro!
We're in America, maybe on Earth. Prostitute, 1 block forward.
Yeah, that's a prostitute. 100%.
Density out here, worse than anywhere in America, maybe on Earth. Prostitute.
Yeah, that's absolutely a prostitute. No, we don't need to ask. That is absolutely a prostitute.
1 block forward, boom. Schoolyard, church. Country on the planet, they say, what the hell is this?
As we left this hood to drive to another hood, stumbled upon a park overflowing with addicts using drugs and something unusual attached to the trees.
Oh, hold on, let me just... They got Narcan in the trees, that's crazy. It's growing like fruit. This place is no joke. The tree's literally growing the fruit of Narcan. Some crazy imagery.
Dude, the addicts here were now attaching Narcan to the trees, creating a sort of instant revival station at the park where they did their drugs.
We can see here.
This is fucking insane. Like, this should not exist in America. How does this exist in America? What are we doing? You have to realize. You should fucking go further than in any other country. Okay? Fucking alright? And communist paradise over here. Literally the respawn tree. That's insane. And yes, every criminal needs to go to jail. Yes. This is not fascism. This is society. Like, how could we live in a developed culture where the criminals aren't going away? And yes, I'm talking about the lowest of low lives, drug dealer piece of shit. And I am talking about the powerful fucking Epstein files motherfuckers. They all need to go away. All of them.
I want you to sit down right there. Oh, damn, yeah, watch out for that. You can put it, he threw it away. Good man. All right, now we can sit. How is life in Baltimore?
Man, life is hard. Life is hard everywhere.
Sure.
It's definitely.
Yeah, but it's harder some places.
Yo, it is real. It's definitely dangerous.
What are you using, fentanyl?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Fentanyl and
How do you admit this? How do you admit this on camera? What are we doing as a society that he's so comfortable admitting that on camera? That is a crime. What are we doing?
and crack cocaine. That's it.
Do you see?
Oh, that's it. Only fentanyl and crack cocaine.
Who's out here? I think it's with fentanyl.
Yeah, the big 30.
You're smiling.
Yeah, because of course he's smiling. He's a drug addict.
Smiling too.
That's usually what you do first when you jump to like heroin.
That works?
Yeah.
I see a lot of track marks.
No, this is
Heroin? You inject?
No.
You smoking?
I smoke it.
How are they? First of all, how does the drug get here? And second of all, how the fuck do they get like, dude, I'll be real, dude. I don't know how it gets here. I don't know if it's some sort of government supply, CIA fucking bullshit. Alright? And also, I don't know if it's the cartels doing this shit. But I think, personally, if it is the cartel, this is war. And get the fuck out of there. Alright, dude? I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being this based. I can't stand this shit.
You sniff it. Yeah. Do you use cocaine? Do you use anything else? Nope.
The feeling's good, you know, but the result is bad. It's not for
true, and it should be illegal.
For everybody that does awesome. It's always great, especially for people. It really does work for other people. It's just man, yeah, this work feel good.
Hello.
People passed out dying?
Yeah.
How was
It's easy for me to choose drugs because when things don't go my way, it's an easy cut to not do the right thing.
Crazy. It's crazy that people are just talking about this so openly and so comfortably. It's insane. Like, dude, y'all need to find God immediately. Like, yes, you're right. It is easy. First of all, it should absolutely not be available. That's step one. Step one, not available. Because this shit is evil. Alright, that's step one. Step two, you gotta be raised in a family where your mom would slap the shit out of you if she catches you a drug. And where your dad actually is building some life in society and not in and out of prisons. Like, this is insanity.
And just for a moment, I have a little peace in my heart. And when I'm not using, it's very difficult to deal with life on life terms. You want it all the time.
Yeah.
or 6. Yeah, I remember looking like a teenager. Probably had like 8 and 9 of this.
Yes. Oh, it scared me a hell of a lot. I didn't like the experience, one, because I never thought it would
Boy, you know, the more you go out, the more susceptible
You keep coming back.
yeah, but you ever just had that feeling that's just so strong?
Yeah.
And it's not saying you're easy, but you can fight it. All right, you're here. You have free will. You can turn your life around. Like people that tell you have no alternative. All right, and like the government tells you it's basically okay.
This better be something good.
They arrest criminals. They let the criminals out. So the government is fine. They're blaming everything on other
At least there
people
was 2.
on themselves. All right, it's because the reason why this is bad is because obviously. You know, great grandparents were slaves. It's the white people's fault. And you know, and it's how it is, bro. How do you get out of this spiral?
Have you resurrected yourself?
Like 20.
How does it feel to die and come back to life?
It's weird because you don't remember anything.
Who brought you back both those times?
My kid's mother.
The mother of your children?
She brought me back both times.
How do you get your money to afford your drug addiction?
I mean, you do whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do whatever it takes. You know, sell.
Imagine living doing whatever it takes to make enough money to buy drugs. Like, fucking hell, dude. Like, no, I don't think socialism is a good thing. No, I don't think giving more of the rich people's tax money to the poor people is the solution here. It's not.
You know, steal whatever.
Bro just admitted on camera to stealing. And if he was so comfortable saying, what are they?
Homeless, please. God bless.
I steal every once in a while, man. And jail ain't me.
I steal every once in a while, ain't me, so
It's, you know, I'm not big on stealing, so.
It might catch you.
He's not big on stealing. He's in a wheelchair.
Steal, yeah?
Yeah.
Have you ever tried to stop using Xylazine or fentanyl?
Yeah, I did a successful amount of clean time. I did.
Yeah.
And then how I ended up as a
You think you'll ever quit?
I've been doing this, how to say, with
Next month?
In 3 weeks.
Okay.
About another 2 weeks from now when I move in my new place.
The family wants to give me another shot, so
Yeah.
I'm taking it.
Very soon. I just don't have a stop date.
Just got clean when I was 43, so I got 4 years, 3 months, and like 16 days clean now. So
You're clean?
Yeah, I'm clean. So I noticed like,
Yeah.
because I was ripping and running the streets, hustling, doing a lot of bad shit.
Fuck yeah, dude.
You used to be one of the troublemakers out here.
Good for you, man. Hell yeah. Dude, I can't even imagine needing to pick yourself out of a hell like that you were dropped in.
So it don't bother me. I'm strong-minded now. You know, I try to give them advice to get them help, get them into programs. That's what I do. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay,
Try
tell
to
me
get
about that, yeah.
You know what I mean? I give them advice, give them phone numbers to call people, to get them into programs and all of that type stuff. You know what I mean? When they want it. They go and do it when they want it.
True.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, football's all right.
You feel me? Like a shame. Yeah.
I'll watch it if it's on a TV or I'm around. I don't really watch much TV. I'm usually playing video games, man. That's why I started streaming. I figured I'd play video games anyway.
Ambulance get called real quick. Some of them
Might as well see if I can turn it into a job.
It's crazy, man. Every single testimony is just mind-blowing.
I'm a hockey fan, so I was thinking about getting like a NHL package, but probably through a streaming service.
It needs to come from mass propaganda. Right? We're looking at a city that's blaming everything on the rich. Look, man, I have spoken to people in
Like I have cable, but I never set it up, so I'd have to go through and set it up just to watch television. But I don't really watch television, so I'd never bothered.
They owe us to pay us also, we should never go to jail for crimes. And when you hear something like this,
Like, I haven't watched television since, like, Breaking Bad was on television. It's like Breaking Bad, The Walking Dead, those were, like, the last TV shows I ever watched.
And then that looks intense.
I've never seen Game of Thrones. I, like...
So you're smoking
that's what comes with it?
heroin right now? Crack. Okay, and you're about to...
Dude, what are we doing? What are we doing? Dude, we failed these people. We fucking failed them. And the solution isn't socialism, okay? The solution is actually enforcing laws.
Smoke some crack as well?
Now I'm about to snort some.
Snort some. You snort, she's smoking. How often do you guys do this? Every day? Every day?
Every day, all day.
All right, guys. Be safe out here, all right? Syringes with needle, 1 cc. So I imagine they hand these out. Hand them out like candy. We have Narcan in the trees. They're getting high right now immediately after the interview. And his foot is falling apart. He's adding some antiseptic right now. He's going to lose that foot. He's going
Yeah, that's a cellulitis probably.
to lose that foot.
And after seeing the devastation of drug addiction up close, I went back to the hood to meet up with some local rappers who grew up here and are trying to get out.
I'm here with...
Source of things to one.
Where we at right now?
Well, we in Southwest Baltimore, my second hood.
How long you guys been out here? Just home?
It's home. I never left.
What about you?
Baltimore, I've been in Baltimore my whole life.
How is life out here?
It's what you make it. It's a lot playing against you. You know, they give us all this so we can destroy ourselves. So you got mine.
Yep.
You wanna get out.
That's it. You need it's a mindset thing that needs to change, bro. You need a fucking mindset shift. Dude.
By the drugs, you get trapped by that, you stuck.
So we got these abandoned buildings out here. Right. I don't see a lot of libraries out here. I see a lot of liquor stores,
no shit.
pizza shops,
Oh,
food stops
really?
out here. What do people do to get ahead out here? Are there a lot of opportunities?
Want to get out of here.
Yeah, want to get
You
out?
gotta really want to get out of here.
Yeah.
Take yourself around with people that don't want to get out of here.
Yeah. What are you guys up to right now?
You really see how we gonna look into this shit.
How is Baltimore?
Man, Baltimore chew you up and spit you out, man. Just like that. That's if you let it, dog. If you want to shoot the gunshots.
What football game you watching?
What's one thing you think Baltimore needs?
Got it. We need a hero.
Like Batman?
Yeah, guidance. I'm like literally fully on board with him. He's literally right. That and actually arresting criminals, I think. But yes, you need guidance. True. You need families with dads that are at home. That like, dude.
Might sound funny. You know how grandma was back in the day was? Grandma would get smacked, you get on your ass, you punish. We need that in order.
They don't even have grandma to slap them and get punished, dude.
For us to come to I mean, it ain't me running, it's them running. It's teenagers running. I'm grown and I'm about my son and all that. It's the kids running. The kids run by.
How is that possible?
Guns.
Shoot.
Well, guns they're the great equalizer, man. And kids with guns is fucking insane. And yeah, of course it happens. Oh my lord.
They don't want to talk, they want to kill.
You like to kill and shoot more than your generation? Yeah, hell yeah. When you hear a gunshot out here, what goes through your mind?
Used to it.
Used to it? You don't even blink? There's a lot of opportunities. People grow up out here inside of Baltimore.
Hell, ain't no opportunities. Hell no. Ain't no opportunity at all. We gonna make one though.
What do a lot of people do out here to sort of get out of the hood?
Basketball. This is some shit I be right. I say.
Hey, I gotta watch this video.
I ain't gonna slide you got that on for. They put that K beside our name, but ain't nobody dying no. Baby Saxon bend it over. She gonna shake that. He lost his mind. You think you sliming us? He for cash. Like that though. You feel me? Like we artists for real. We rap the event for real. It's not too much we can do in Baltimore City as young.
That's that. Bro's not making it out. Bro's not making it out. Sorry, man. Oh my god, and why does every rap, literally, aside from the bad rhymes, why does every rap involve on that booty, shake that ass, oh, they got all that cash, I would die for all that cash, booty, shake that ass. It's like, bro, dude, you ain't that hero they were looking for, my guy. I'll be real. Oh my god, it's fucking crazy, bro. Like, and these people are out here, like, literally, they're trying. They don't even see a future. They don't even have a father that could guide them to a future here. Like, what about getting a degree? What about going to college? What about moving to another state?
Young men are really vent other than violence for real. That's what they want us to do. We try to beat the odds by going against it with the music for real. Man,
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. Like, literally, it's not rap skills and basketball that's gonna get you out of the hood. It's I don't know, become an accountant or something? Like, what are we doing?
How much did that gold chain cost? You know what I mean? It's go broke appearing rich. That's what it is.
You got this, man. You can do it.
The old heads is in the fed.
Get a job somewhere, bro. It's so crazy, man.
So doing state time or dead, it's no guidance. They taking all the old heads or the old.
I'm gonna just go to just chat.
Drugs like that. So it ain't no guidance. That's the only problem.
Raise your hand if you didn't grow up with a dad out here.
Hey, bro, who grew up without a father?
I mean, listen, I could have told you that. I didn't need them to raise their hand. Fuck, this is horrifying.
Okay. So moms are stepping up out here. Everyone raise their hand.
Yeah, we
almost damn near.
Mothers, man, our strong black queens. They the ones who keep us all together.
Some
How the dads go?
Some deceased, some get locked up.
As black men, the fathers, we looking way strong in this generation. Like,
Years of breaking that cycle.
Yeah, hell yeah.
We talked to.
Based as fuck. Hell yes, dude. Hell yeah. Look, man, the number one thing you could do is be there for your kid. If you're a dad and you could be there for your kid and be a role model for him, that's what you need to do. Like in this life, to give them a chance, to give the future a chance. And it's so crazy that this is it's like it's an open secret, okay? Because by the way, you might not be aware of this, but this is a racist dog whistle. Okay, you might not know this. All right, I said that they're the communities that don't have fathers at home commit more crimes. And and they called me racist. Okay, dude, that is not a race thing. All right, it's a fact. It's a human thing. All right, if you are calling me racist, then you are also recognizing the issue here.
To a few of the guys, now we're gonna go for a little walk.
But real quick,
have you ever gotten in a car accident that wasn't your fault or gotten hurt? I've seen me them any Tyler all of them back to the hood.
This is my brother that I was talking about. An actual black father with his kid, right?
How you doing, man? We're using you as an example.
Dude, this guy just said, "Oh my God, it's an act."
Hang on, does he say what video he's watching?
Rate of world capitals versus Washington, D.C. Montevideo, Uruguay, 16.1. Baghdad, Iraq, 15.2. Lagos, Nigeria, 15. Panama City, Panama, 14. Washington, D.C., USA, 41. All right, I'm really glad we're on the same page here. I'm really glad everyone got together to recognize the fact that crime is up tremendously in Washington, D.C. It is the murder capital of the world. Now, you're probably very shocked about this because, Washington, D.C. is in the United States of America, and it literally has a worse homicide rate than all the third world countries. But hey, that's just me thinking this is pretty suspicious. But don't worry, I'm not the only one, because Trump activated the military. Tyler Oliveira decided to go to the capital of the universe, and I'll be real, you are not ready for the deep dive ride that we are going to go on today. So it all started where that's actually for the next clip. Hold on, that's out of order, my bad. So actually, Trump sent federal agents into DC hoods to clean up the crime.
Shit real. Oh my God. What the fuck?
Oh my God.
Oh, they really hopping out.
Police
that shit
in
real.
my neighborhood.
They really coming to your churches and jumping out and bagging your ass.
No!
Shit. What the fuck?
Yeah, so some people, some youths, are not very happy about the fact that there are police in the neighborhood. Now, you see, I'm never actually freaking out when I see police. You know why? Because I don't stab people or kill people or steal from people in general. I just don't tend to commit crimes. So, personally, I don't actually have an issue when I see police. It's not a thing. Now, it's a bit of a red flag if you're kind of scared immediately when police are just showing up, because normally, if you do nothing wrong, you don't get arrested. It's kind of interesting how that happens. Now, shots end up ringing out in Washington. There are actual...
Hell no.
Down the front there, you who's 20, is your life better? Are you happier? Is everything better now that you're slightly smaller than you were before?
Absolutely, and I'm not a little bit smaller, I'm a lot smaller. And I did do research into everything. I can still have kids, and that may not have happened if I had stayed the size I was. Like, my question to you is, can you honestly say that you are 100% happy and healthy, like you have no medical conditions whatsoever, you have no problems at all with your health.
I think it's really interesting that I feel like I need to justify my existence in this realm.
Just answer the question. You asked her a very condescending question, and now you're trying to avoid the backlash. You can't just throw sand in a kid's face and then cry to the teacher when they defend themselves. Shockingly, the host doesn't let her get out of it and pressures her to respond.
No, but hang on a minute. You asked her to justify her decision.
I
and
asked
she's
her if she was
asking-
happy. I didn't ask her to justify what her health issues now or if there is any.
But have you got any health issues?
No, I'm perfectly
And
happy.
I'd love to know, like, what do you see as healthy with eating?
Yeah, it's interesting that you've just assumed that I eat bad food because
No,
of
I know.
my
I'd love to
size.
know.
It's not an assumption. All the evidence of your behavior is there. It's like telling people that you didn't eat little Timmy's birthday cake when there's still frosting on your mouth that you forgot to clean off. But all right, let's hear her defense for why she's healthy.
Because if you're really healthy, do you have any joint issues or so you're
I
completely...
swim 2.5 kilometers a day.
No, you don't.
I exercise all the time. I am, synchronized
She does not swim 2.5 kilometers a day.
swimming team, and I really resent the fact that I have to actually justify my existence and my ability to live in the world in a bigger body.
Okay, but you said nothing about what you eat. You shifted to exercise so you
She might swim 2.5 meters a day, but she does not swim 2.5 kilometers.
could avoid that question. Why would you be avoiding it if you ate healthy? If she actually ate healthy, she would be jumping to answer that question to dunk on anyone who doubts her. Then, of course, she says I swim. You know what? That's like the easiest form of exercise for obese people because there's less gravity to deal with, and excess fat makes you float better. By the way, I don't believe at all that she swims 2.5 kilometers a day. I don't even think she's accomplished that once. I'm not a swimmer, but according to Google, that's like an hour straight of swimming for an average person. If she had the kind of discipline that it takes to do that daily, then she wouldn't have trouble losing weight. But if you were so healthy, then why don't you, run for fitness? Do you even walk for fitness? You cut yourself off when you said that word, almost as if it was a lie. You wouldn't lie to us, would you, Kelly Jean Drinkwater? Wait, Kelly Jean Drinkwater? Oh my God, her stage name is Drinkwater. It's always the fat acceptance advocates who feel the need to constantly virtue signal about drinking water to pretend that they're healthy.
What I eat in a day is a fat person. I then had some more water because I'm skinny and hungover.
I'm making a peach rain water. We're starting out with a Sunkist peach packet, and then I'm doing 3 pumps of cherry. I feel like all gummies have some kind of vanilla aspect, so I added 1.5 pumps of vanilla almond. Overall, this water was really good, so 7 out of 10.
Thin people never have to prove themselves by saying, hey guys, I just wanted you to know that I drink water. I don't only drink soda all day. But anyway, these clips of Kelly Jean Drinkwater are from a 2013 Australian broadcast called Fat Fighters. That time period appears to be a wonderful moment in TV history where a mainstream media host actually pushed back on some of the very dumb things that fat acceptance advocates say. Dumb things like this.
I just think that this how the way the discussion is running is very indicative of the general prevailing attitude towards fatness and the refusal to even accept that potentially there can be other ways of living in a healthy body.
Yeah, except that's scientifically untrue. Sure, you can live in a bigger body when you're under 40. As far as I can Google, she was around 400 pounds when this was filmed, but was in her early 30s, so of course she's okay. However, the actual problem is that you don't live nearly as long as a thin person when you're 400 pounds, and you're cutting your life in half so you can eat more poorly made hamburgers from McDonald's.
Pathological behavior is the proclivity to gain in the short term but lose in the medium to long run.
Right. That's a simple definition of pathological behavior. It's sacrificing your future for instant gratification or a short-term win. Now, I'm not exactly sure what happened to Kelly because she's been out of the media for a number of years, but eventually she does mention her diet.
I just want to know what are you eating? Like, I just want to know, and I'll tell you what I eat, and we can work out.
So that's what it comes down to. Like what you're saying is
Oh, she just mostly fruits and vegetables.
It's such
That's
a
what she's
small
gonna say.
Equation that you want to know what I eat. I eat salad. I eat meat. I don't eat carbs because they don't agree with me. I eat a lot of fruit and vegetables. I'm primarily vegetarian.
Yeah.
She says I don't eat carbs because they don't agree with me, and then proceeds to virtue signal about how she eats fruits and vegetables, which are full of carbs. Oh my God, she knows so little about food that she thinks the only things that have carbs in them are bread and pasta. And then she calls herself a vegetarian.